In a region rarely shown on travel maps, there is a forest once considered an ordinary passage. There were no strange stories, no warnings, and no name meant to raise concern. Yet over time, people slowly stopped passing through it, often without knowing why. The forest is known to be silent even in daylight. Not silent because life is absent, but because every sound seems held back. Those who have walked through it almost always say the same thing. Their footsteps feel unnaturally loud, while nature itself feels muted. By all logical measures, the forest is unremarkable. Tall trees, narrow dirt trails, and the damp scent of fallen leaves. Yet one thing never feels right: sound. Birds are rarely heard. Insects make little noise, and the wind seems to move with intention. The elders in the nearby village call it a place that holds a promise. Not a promise of safety, but a promise of an ending. They say anyone who enters the forest trying to escape their life will find something that answers that desire. Not a figure, not a shadow, but a silence so complete that one's own thoughts become impossible to ignore. A few hikers have passed through the forest after getting lost. All of them survived. Still, not a single one was willing to return. One of them once said, "I didn't feel watched in there. I felt like the forest was waiting for me to decide." There are no stories of people being dragged away, no screams, no deaths that can be proven outright. Yet every few years, someone enters and never comes back. Search teams are always sent in. Tracking dogs lose the trail. Compasses don't fail, but their needles turn slowly, as if unsure where north really is. All that's ever found are things left behind. Shoes placed neatly aside, bags hung deliberately, and footprints that simply stop. The villagers believe the forest is not a killer. It is only a place where people can no longer lie to themselves. Out there is no signal, no sound of the city, no one else around, only thoughts, regret, and questions left unanswered for too long. An old myth, rarely told in full, says the forest grew on land where broken promises were once made. Promises to nature, promises to others, and most often, promises to oneself. Those promises didn't disappear. They were stored away. And the forest is said to have grown from every promise left undone. That's why people who enter with heavy hearts feel as if the forest is speaking to them, not through words, but by allowing them to stand alone for far too long. Because for some, silence is a place to rest. For others, silence is a mirror they refuse to face. To this day, there are no official warning signs, no written restrictions. Authorities classify the disappearances as natural accidents. But the villagers still agree on one thing. If you enter the forest intending to return, it will let you pass. But if you enter to bring something to an end, the forest will not stop you. Because the promise of death said to exist in the silent forest was never made by the forest itself. That promise is carried inside by those who enter it,